What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Thingos back again for another video, and I do have my live reaction of episode 6 on the way. Don't worry about that, that's currently in the works. But right now what I wanted to do was another important video that I wanted to actually have out before the episode dropped. I hope they didn't give like some kind of huge origin already for this particular character that I'm going to be talking about for Invincible in this episode, so y'all probably already seen it if they did it. But if not, I mean, you know what, either way it'll be good, because if they did show this, then that means that I can just give y'all a little bit more insight on it and give my thoughts and just tell y'all about it myself. And if y'all haven't, that's even better, because now you'll be learning a lot of information about this character that you didn't previously know or that they didn't already show in the show. But anyway, the character I'm going to be talking about today is Monster Girl. Now, I've done breakdowns, character breakdowns, pretty much all the characters on the team except for Monster Girl and Robot. So after I finish with Monster Girl, Robot is the last one. I've done one for Rexplode, Adam Eve, Duplicate, believe it or not, even though there's not that much there. I did one for the Immortal as well. So yeah, this is going to be my Monster Girl character breakdown, and I'm going to keep going with these. I also did one for Alan the Alien, part 1 of 2 parts, probably 3. He has a lot going on. Robot is going to need multiple parts too, because his character has, I'm talking about layers, man, like what the fuck. But yeah, so right now I'm just going to get straight into the backstory of Monster Girl. I wanted to reread it for my own knowledge, and I just thought to myself it'd be pretty cool if I just cut the camera on, went through it, you know, all of us go through it together and just do it that way, as opposed to me just reading up on it real quick beforehand, just talking about it like I know more than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, we about to go over this shit together. So anyway, here we go. At long last, the secret origin of Monster Girl. Now this is from Invincible Compendium 1. Let y'all get a good little look.
Ass.
And you know everything. Alright, here we go. She went to one of those rich people schools, the kind for only boys and only girls. This one was for girls. The kind that costs more than most state colleges. The kind that takes the senior trip to Europe. She was pretty pampered. She worked hard, though skipped a few grades, was going to graduate 2 years early. She grew up fast, even fell in love a little too early. That was her first mistake. Now, when you see in the art, you see, seems like it's just showing you her at the school. It's showing her, like, you know, going around and like looking at desserts. Look like she's looking at some pound cake or cheesecake or something like that. Shows her meeting a guy, making out with him. That's probably the guy they saying she fell in love with. And it shows her also with this same guy. Look like they might be on a date or something. And they bump into one of those witches, or one of those gypsy women, you know, the ones that kind of like try to predict your future or your past, and you know, they rub on the crystal ball and they got like a huge wart coming off their nose and shit, like, I don't know. But anyway, I'm turning the page, let me continue. Her second mistake was refusing to let go, despite some heated persuasion from an overbearing grandmother. Oh shit, that's her grandma. Well, I guess her grandma got one of those little, you know what I'm saying, voodoo ties or whatever shit. Where they from, New Orleans? I don't know. But anyway, her third mistake was being seen. The love of her life, oh no, let me see. Her third mistake was being seen. The love of her life's grandmother was a practitioner of arcane magic, spells, incantations, hexes. Wait a second. So, that ain't even her grandma. That's the guy that she was with, grandma. Okay, cool. All right, let me take that back. So, the love of her life's grandmother was a practitioner of oh, damn. So the grandma was just hating, bro. That's fucked up. She was a practitioner of arcane magic, spells, incantations, hexes, curses. She would never know exactly what had happened to her. So she literally like was watching them as they snuck inside of like a barn in the back of probably like his house or her house, you know, to do the nasty. And she left some of her hair on some hay inside of the barn. And the grandmother of the love of her life, she sneaks in the barn, like she watches them, spies on them from a distance, the old bitch. And she sneaks inside the barn. She takes some of Monster Girl's hair, and she probably uses it to create one of these curses. And it says she would never know exactly what had happened to her. So I think that this is referring to Monster Girl. Like, she's never even gonna know what the fuck happened to her. You know what I'm saying? Just one day it's just gonna happen. She's just gonna wake up and be fucked up. And it says, in time, she would start to assume she had contracted some sort of weird European STD. Of course, at first, she had no, hell no, that ain't no STD, bro. That's mine. What's that? The fucking ET? What's that? The extraterrestrial? That's what they're gonna call that shit. Of course, at first, she had no idea what had happened. At first, the changes were very much involuntary, something that made the plane ride home pretty difficult. It took her no time at all to find a use for her new abilities. It took her a little longer to notice the adverse effects to her physiology. She eventually pieced everything together. The more she used her new powers, the younger she would get, and the larger and more powerful her other form would become. Now that's the crux of her character, and also the most interesting part about her character, the fact that every time she transforms into Monster Girl, well, I said Monster Girl, every time she turns into the monster side, you know, kind of like she's kind of like a kid female Hulk, only she has more control, like whenever she wants to transform. But every time she does transform, her human side becomes younger and younger, and her monster side becomes stronger and stronger, which is definitely a problem she eventually has to deal with, because pretty soon she's going to be a baby, or, you know, sludge, you know, not even be able to have like coherent thought or be able to like come up with cohesive decisions on her own. So let me see. She tried to use her powers less and less, but it seemed there was always something that required her attention. So she gave up trying and continued to use her powers with no regard for the kind of damage it was doing to her. Remember, she was a pampered little rich girl. They don't usually deal with these kind of things very well. Wow, that was a dope little origin story. Now, of course, there's a lot more to it. Her character goes through so many different ups and downs throughout the series. Along with the robot, she has a tight connection with robots, so they both kind of experience similar arcs together. But yeah, overall, Monster Girl is a great character with a lot to offer to the story of Invincible. She's part of probably almost all of the major like big fights, at least the ones that happen on Earth anyway. And yeah, man, just an entertaining character with the whole transformation dynamic, how she's pretty much two characters in one. Her comedic timing is pretty good in the show as well. I mean, she hasn't really done anything too funny in the show, but the fact that her laugh is funny as shit and she has good chemistry with Rex Splode, which wasn't really displayed that much in the comic book, but her and Rex saying like they have a tighter relationship than her and Robot right now. You know, she might wake up and be like, Robot, why you hold me like that, bro? Like, we ain't cool like that, bro. You know, so I don't know, but it's like, but I thought that was kind of funny. Robot just holding her just like, no, I'll fix you and all that. And I'm like, y'all didn't even display no kind of like, no, but anyway, it's kind of funny. And I'm probably thinking too much about it. But I enjoy what they've done with her in the show so far. And I forgot her name, but the female that did the voice of Azula from Avatar: The Last Airbender, she actually does the voice of Monster Girl, or at least the girl side, and the monster side is done by Kevin Michael Richardson, the same guy who does the voice of the Marvel twins as well. You know, he's just putting a little extra grit in his voice to distinguish it. But yeah, she does an amazing job bringing the character of Monster Girl to life. She just has one of those voices that comes to the character where you think to yourself like, bro, I can't even imagine nobody else doing the voice. You know what I'm saying? So kills everything she's in. And I love what she's doing with the character of Monster Girl so far. And I can't wait to see what more is in store for this entire character arc, this show. They already changed quite a bit. You know what I'm saying? With stuff that didn't happen. So it's pretty cool, man. I can't wait, bro. I can't wait to see what more they add, mix in, stuff like that. That whole fight scene with Battle Beast was live as fuck and 10 times more epic with that character, even though she got destroyed. Damn. In the show than it was in the comic. But yeah, man, hope you really enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about the character of Monster Girl and her origin story, her backstory and stuff like that. If you got anything else you would like to add or throw in, let me know. And let me know what you think about the episode that aired today. I haven't seen it yet, but I will be doing a live reaction later. And yeah, man, I'm going to be putting a link to the Discord as well to the in the description below this video. Make sure you hit that. Join the Invincible Disciples. Let's get the conversation going strong. And yeah, hope you're having a good day, night, wherever you are. Like, dislike, comment, share, subscribe. And you already know, hit that bell to be notified for more videos like this one. And until next time, guys, peace.